the stress of the job. So we've seen that Monty has, I think they said his fifth heart attack. And being an executive of any company, regardless of the industry, is a stressful job. And I would imagine, unless you're Tommy Norris, being a landman probably isn't that stressful where you're going to have five heart attacks. But how stressful of a job is being a landman, aside from having carburetors thrown at you?
The stress for me in our industry is the ups and downs, and especially, the brokerage. I feel responsible that, if we don't have work for 30, 40, 50, 60 guys, field landman, and I bear a lot of that weight on my shoulders when, a lot of times it's out of my control and it's just the way of the industry. But that's usually the stress that wears on me. So luckily it's all right now. Hopefully, stays
It stays that way. Yeah.
flat
Yeah.
or with a sliding increase, but it's a tough industry to be in because when it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, we all deal with stress, right? And some people handle it differently. And some people's jobs put different stress on them, right? I mean, I always tell people like, man, how you doing? Well, I'm busy. I'm either busy trying to be busy or I'm busy being busy. And that you have stress on both sides. If Robert and I are on the service side of the business, so you only have one reputation. Nobody remembers how great you do. They always remember when something's messed up,
Yep.
and that sticks with you. And when you're responsible for the people that, have chosen to work with your firm or chosen to work on your crew or, work with your company, you're responsible for them. And over time, you get to know those people and, their families. And then you have the burden of, all right, I'm responsible for them and their livelihood and, them being able to provide for their families. And when you have the ups and downs, it's difficult, right? You lose people that are great. And oftentimes when you have the downturns, you lose those people and you can't get them back because they have to work.
Yep.
They're either going to get out of the industry or they're going to go work for Robert because he's fortunate to have a job, or come work for Dudley because Dudley's got a job. And people want steady pay and steady opportunity. And when you have those downturns, man, you lose your workforce and largely you lose your ability to perform. Those A players are critical. So, you're always stressed with that. God, the type of work you're doing, due diligence, super stressful. We just came through the end of the year. I'm sure Robert and them were like a lot of brokers where you're doing a lot of transactional stuff and you got your regular project work and then 3 due diligences come
Yep.
and you got to get them done in 30 days. And that's stressful across the board. Everybody involved, down to the individual landman, because they're working 12 hours a day and they're trying to do it before the holidays. And, they got to buy a gift for their wife and they got to go see their mother-in-law for Christmas and all the things, right? It can be a stressful job. And especially from the field side, I mean, that's where we can relate. And, but sometimes I wish I could just go back to running title because that's not too stressful. It really just depends on where you choose to kind of plant your flag in the business.
Yeah. So just like any industry, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah. 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 I mean, but unless you're getting shot up by the cartel, there's not the stress of like life or death. But I will say Tom Dudley had a couple of heart attacks back in the day. A shale boom will give you a heart attack or two. I can tell you that. Crazy landman, but a busted MOR will give you damn near a heart attack every time.